Australia faces fierce criticism over a controversial $400 million plan to send foreign-born detainees to Nauru, sparking outrage among human rights advocates, refugee organizations, and the Greens. Critics call the agreement discriminatory, disgraceful, and dangerous, arguing it prioritizes cost-cutting over justice for vulnerable individuals. The deal, signed between Australia and Nauru, allows the deportation of around 280 members of the NZYQ cohort, a group of non-citizens living in Australia whose visas were revoked due to character concerns. These individuals cannot be sent back home because they face persecution or have been denied entry by their home countries. In exchange for an upfront $400 million payment and annual $70 million for operational costs, Australia aims to resettle these people on Nauru. This agreement follows a landmark 2023 Supreme Court ruling that deemed indefinite detention unlawful if there was no realistic chance of removal within a reasonable time frame. The decision freed many detainees from custody, but the new deal raises ethical questions. Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke defended the policy, stating that anyone without a valid visa should leave the country, and that the arrangement is essential for maintaining a fair visa system. However, critics argue that this approach disproportionately targets non-citizens, with some having never committed crimes. Others spending years in detention far exceeding their prison sentences, and others facing dire health risks on Nauru. The controversy deepens when considering the recent amendment to deportation laws, which explicitly removes procedural fairness for foreign-born criminals, including those in the NZYQ cohort. This change has drawn sharp condemnation, with Greens Senator David Shoebridge calling it a nastiest, meanest attack on multicultural Australia. Meanwhile, 3 men from the NZYQ group, previously granted 30-year visas, are challenging their deportation after being found not to be refugees. The new Memorandum of Understanding could enable more deportations, though it's unclear if future cases will face legal challenges. But here's where it gets controversial. Critics argue that Australia is using Nauru as a de facto prison, forcing small nations to bear the brunt of a flawed system. Should the government prioritize economic efficiency over human dignity? And is it fair to punish individuals simply because of where they were born? These questions remain unanswered as the debate continues to intensify.